Prepare for combat.
Prepare, everybody, for map number 1 in our third best of 3 of the day. Wow, we are rocking. We are rolling. Third best of 3 of the day. Thanks for joining me. On the left-hand side, it is a French name, La Fine Équipe. I'll say it like an American, because that's the best I can do. They'll have a Tychus, Karazim, Cassia, Imperius, and Ubrak. On the right-hand side, it's Start Slow, Then Taper Off. And they're going to be playing your Sonya, Varian, Anduin, Orphea, and Hogger. Now, Orphea is going to be taking a very fun level 1 talent, so we're going to go ahead and make a Twitch prediction for that. If you know the results, you are welcome to gamble. Just don't spoil it. But Growing Nightmare. Hit 3 enemy heroes with a single cast of Dread's Eruption. And if you don't know what Dread is, it is not that one right there. I'm just waiting for her to actually cast it. Shadow Druid. Let's see if we'll throw a Dread out here. Another Shadow Waltz to poke. Another Chomp as well. Holding that potential Dread to maybe get the triple hit immediately, as that was the Eruption right there in the center. So we'll see if Growing Nightmare gets finished by the end of the game. That's essentially it. She has the whole game to do it. That is our Twitch prediction for funsies. Thought that'd be a nice time. Varian charges in onto the Karazim. Mez will be burrow charging in. Gets hit with a Chastise. The Shadow Waltz from Shadow Droid. I think I said Druid, sorry. Sonya spinning through the enemy team here. Looking for a couple slams as the Shadow Waltz allows Shadow to dash away. That's a big gamble on her to finish. Okay. As four people believe in Orphea finishing. Okay. Well, there's odds to play if you're feeling if you're feeling lucky. What do you think, Bandit? Do you think Orphea will finish the level 1 questing talent? He's got no opinion.
Capture the shrines. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to the city.
Good fend in from Cassia. Tons of hey! It's done. Well, it's done. Minute 37 in. She does die, but you know what? Quest complete. All right, well, Twitch Gamble doesn't really matter anymore. I guess if you feel like throwing channel points to other viewers, I guess you can do that, but it's a guaranteed loss if you doubt. But I guess if you feel like donating a bunch of channel points to other viewers, there you go, that's a way to do it. And spread that bandit buck economy. All right, well, Hogger, ooh, that bounce, I don't know about this, okay, that bounce is beautiful. Oh, Tychus is here. Never mind, good staggering blow. Celestial charge, 69 HP, but the overkill comes through. Hogger is gonna be going down. Wait, there are people actually gambling on no incomplete quests? Wait, why? All of a sudden, there's 4K on it. Fend in from the Cassia. Ubrak burrow charges in. And our blue squad dashes with the Karazim. Caribou gets a nice punch to the face of Orphea, and she'll be taking a nap for the next 10 seconds. All right, we got Ninja donating channel points to the community. You like to see it. 0 Days back in top lane after being taken down by Tychus and Imperius. Looking to get a decent bounce right there. Well, staggering blow to push Imperius off the point. Back over in bottom lane. A Ubrak, Karazim, and Cassia sieging in a little bit. Varian charges in. The Eruption from the Dread getting decent damage. What's the upgrade, by the way? Permanently increase the Dread Eruption damage by 50%. Increase the slow amount of Dread Eruption by 15. Baseline for it is 25, so it moves it to a 40% slow. Or I guess upgrades it to a 40% slow. Charge, taunt, into the Chastise, and Ubrak squashed. Dragonite is available to the side of Start Slow, Then Taper Off, but doesn't look like they'll be able to pick this up. It's canceled by the Imperius in top, and there was a Tychus, Orphea, or Cassia in mid to delay out any sort of channel from said Sonya. All right. Tychus dashing up. Minigun is active. Throws the grenade out. Orphea gets revenge in bottom lane. Shadow waltzing into the Cassia, but the Fort Gate will block, and Hogger goes down in top to Tychus once again. Imperius not respecting the 1v1. Sorry, I saw the Tychus's name. Like, I looked closer at it and I was like, ah. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was so very good, and now it's just that waiting room meme. Like the dude just sitting around waiting. It's just that for the next, I don't know, 2-3 years. I don't think we're gonna get the third part of Final Fantasy till like 2028 or 2029. Which just means we gotta make it till 2028 or 2029. Gotta be able to play it. We can't let the world end, chat. We need to see Final Fantasy Part 3. At least I do. 10 talent here will be popping up at the top of our screen. Let's cycle through the other numbers as we always do. A Nubrak lands the Impale, followed up by the Burrow Charge. A few rapid punches from Karazim, but it's actually a Nubrak going down in bottom lane. Hogger picked off once again in top lane by Imperius, and it looked like Sonya was up there maybe trying to help him out. But Hogger dead, Sonya back in mid, soaking up the lane, spearing for a little bit of fury. Decent damage onto Droid here from Karazim. 7-sided strike, but Varian steps in and eats a couple of those hits. And so I do believe it prioritizes the highest health pool hero inside the 7-sided strike. Alright, Leap Sonya, Light Bomb, Eternal Feast, Shockwave, Odin, 7-sided strike, Ball Lightning, Wrath of Bejerus, and Cocoon. Varian, we'll see if he goes into charge or if it's going to be the protection shield wall. It is shield wall. You saw it right there with the protection status off the W. Odin has been summoned by our Tychus, looking to siege in through this bottom lane. Available Dragonite to the side of our blue squad. We'll see if Lafine Equipe. I apologize. I know I don't speak very good French, but either way, our blue team looks like they're doing all right here. Imperius maybe getting another kill onto 0 Day in top lane. Wrath of Bejerus, Abduction's gonna be there. We need Chest Looter in chat to give us his opinion on this Imperius build. As a stabby daddy, we need to know his opinion on this. Light Bomb from the Anduin locks down a Nubrak. The Eternal Feast activated by the Orphea. Gets a couple ticks right there. Mesos trying to back away. Somehow is able to get out of here. The CC. Not even really the C. I guess, no, there was an Impale, I think, thrown back. But Dragonite gets picked up on the left-hand side as well. Karazim with a couple heals for the Nubrak, and Tychus coming in. Dissuades the side of start slow, then taper off from finding the Nubrak kill. 6-3 in kills, favoring the side of our blue team. As Dragonite opens up mid lane, bottom lane, fort front gate has already been taken down. And Tychus working through these Siege Giants. Okay. A little overkill activation. 7-sided strike, gets a couple hits onto Xeno. Grenade from Tychus is going to push back the enemies. Dragonite has moved into top lane, opening up this a little bit further with a Flame Breath onto the fort as well. Orpheus snipes the last bit of health of this Dragonite with that Dread. And now a Nubrak burrows, finds the Sonya in the bush somehow. I think he might have had vision from Karazim or Cassie in the rotation up to mid lane. But Sonya, she'll heal up a little bit off those beetles that have been summoned. Hogger in top lane is in a really awkward spot here. Throws down the Shockwave to create a little bit of space. Easy throw Dynamite as well. Hogger going to move up towards this top area. Gets his loot horde thrown out, and he's able to back away with a little bit of healing over time as well. All right, 0 Day will not be taken down to 0, but in bottom lane, Leap from Sonya used in this moment as well. Taunt from Varian. And the domination, or dominance established from our red squad, getting another kill in this bottom lane. And should be able to get some fantastic damage onto the fort here. Cassia coming in to poke at the minion wave with the Lightning Fury, trying to get that splash off of the initial contact. Fort goes down to about a third of its HP, and bottom lane camp is going to be started by Sonya. Honey Badger does not seem to care about the enemies right now. Karazim with the totem in the bush, or the... what is the name of that one again? Spirit Ally. Ooh, Augur in top lane almost going down. Good spin out. Looks like Ilharth just a few feet away from the fort, but I don't think Imperius has vision of him doing that. Down in bottom lane, Camp was grabbed by the Sonya, maybe looking to take down the fort here. Could be a good push for our red squad, but that is completely cleared away so very quickly between Tychus, Karazim, and Cassia. But that top fort does go down. Imperius controlling and dominating the top lane up against Augur. Well, good research for our Division A players to know the solo lane matchup. Looks like the Imperius player on Dragonshire is quite capable of controlling this lane. I mean, not much has been lost on this fort front gate for brisk 67. Chastise, Chomp, Light Bomb, Leap, everything in the mix right there, and Karazim does go down. A Dragonite over to the side of our blue team, though. So there's the trade. There's a Chastise, a charge, no taunt available for a second. So Nubrak's able to back away. Dragonite in mid will confirm the fort. Augur back in top. Looking to try and trade into this Imperius. It's not going well, though. Celestial Charge into Wrath of Engi. Okay, goodbye. Valorous Pursuit. I was like, how did he close the distance? That was insane. Valorous Pursuit. Okay, Valorous Pursuit closes the distance, finds the kill. Commandeer Odin is going to rain in shells. 7-5. Orphea with a little poke onto the wave. Chomp as well with the Backbiter level, or Lurking Terror level 16. Eternal Feast activated. Oh, I can't believe it. Cassia lived right there with like 23 HP. 22 more than she needed. Wrath of Engiers to take Varian up into the sky. A Cocoon onto Anduin just as the Leap of Faith pulls him to safety, but it's no Kaimo cleanse, but it definitely is still a Varian death. Dense Blasting Powder to zone back the enemies for a little bit here. 0 Day rotating in. Sonya working on this camp for mid lane. Imperius looking for the Celestial Charge into the bush onto the Orphea, but can't find her. He's getting chunked quite a bit here. The camp being worked on. Karazim a little bit low as well. Can't really dive in with a bunch of punches. He did go for the Flurry of Fists, or the Way of 100 Fists, sorry, at level 16. Our bottom lane siege continues. Well, Shadow Waltz for the Orphea. Chastise not connecting onto a Nubrak. He burrow charges away. Eternal Feast, taste defeat. And not much to be tasted right there. Sonya, though, slamming this wave into top. Sorry, I said mid earlier, but... Bruiser Camp for top lane. Imperius with Holy Fervor is going to make quick work of this, as he does have that kind of cleaving auto attack, as well as his Molten Armor. Siege Giants for the bottom lane. Burrow Charge, Light Bomb, connects onto the Tychus. The Shockwave, I don't believe, does. Orphea inside the Cocoon, and 0 Day has 0 assistance in this fight. A Chastise connects onto Karazim just in time. The 7-sided strike activated. Xeno trying to back away. Divine Stars are healing up a little bit. Another Odin to be summoned for the bottom lane. The fort will go down. Third Dragonite phase of the game is up and available, and this blue team seems nigh unstoppable. As start slow, then taper off. They really haven't... I don't know if they really started yet. It's 9-5 in kills. They have found a couple kills here and there, but structurally, this map is looking fantastic and wonderful for the blue squad. Okay, Imperius in top lane. Looks like Augur has traded out top lane. Sonya's going to be fighting up against Imperius, who... Celestial Charge, Wrath of Engiris. He's got everything active, and yeah, I think Sonya's dead here. Solarian Flare to find the kill. And I still, even if she like leapt away, I think Valorous Pursuit was still available. Let's actually check here really quickly. Yeah, I think it actually was available, right? That's Valorous Pursuit right there. Yep. So even if she leapt away, he could have pushed a button, teleported right to her, and Imperius is your death. Anubarak burrows in onto 0 Day, activates the rewind, the light bomb to zone back the enemies as Orphea does go down to Karazim. And this Dragonite looking promising through bottom lane for our blue team as the kick comes through. It is also going to be the Fist of Legend for Karazim here. We'll also be seeing the Brandis Solarian, Anubarak Rewind, Infinite Ball Lightning, and Big Red Button for the Odin upgrade. Dragonite's on course. Shielding is starting to be reduced to rubble, and the core may be following suit soon. Here is an Odin as well. And that is a leap from Sonya, unable to save the game. GG, well played. Map 1 to our blue squad. I need some tea. All right. Well, let's pay out the bet. Yes, Orphea did complete the quest. The quest was completed, so there you go. I didn't think she was going to complete it at 1:35 in game time, but, you know, we all learn.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Welcome back, everybody. On the left-hand side, we have the crew of, I need to say this right, La Fine Équipe. On the right, it is going to be Start Slow, Then Taper Off. We've got, for our blue squad, for our French-ish team, at least the spelling looks that way to me, a Raynor, Anubarak, Genji, Imperius, Anduin. Right side of the map is Start Slow, Then Taper Off, of course, with the Johanna, Li Ming, Stukov, Hanzo, and Blaze. No gamble. Let's enjoy the game. Let's sit back and see what happens here on Battlefield of Eternity. Map number 2 and our third best of 3 of the day. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced the f. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Stark. What would I do without you, my friend? Hanzo with Redemption level 1. It's literally the only questing talent we have going on right now. Good jet propulsion from Blaze. He's going to be met with a Anubarak Burrow charge. Condemn from Xeno stepping up. Chastise from the Anduin going out, but it doesn't seem like anyone will be taken down as Trad on the Genji is able to swift strike over to his allies near the fort front gate. Brisk is back on the Imperius in top lane. A little surprised after the dominance on that Imperius that it was let through the draft. Don't actually know what the bans were in this game. I guess I could tab and look, but don't think it's important for what's going on right now, because we need to focus in on the most important part, the bottom lane dive that almost yielded a kill onto Arlu. We had Hanzo, or Genji jumping in onto his brother. That phrasing sounded a little weird, but still. Scatters coming out from Hanzo. Poking on to the enemies with Stormbows, attempting to at least. Some weighted pustules going out. Xeno steps up. There's a Condemn onto a couple. Genji jumps in the backline. Shadow Droid getting chunked a little bit. No level 4 yet for either side, so no Shuriken Mastery to be stacking up currently. Looking at Imperius in top lane. Does land the Celestial Charge onto 0 Day and puts some pressure onto the Blaze, forcing out the Pyromania. With that activated, Imperius backs away near the fort front gate, letting that expire. And French means the fairy, masculine, but yeah, but that's just the abbreviated name. The actual name is La Fine Équipe, or Équipe. I don't know. There's an accent mark over the E, and my French is horrible, so I couldn't tell you. Alright, Siege Camp, bottom lane, 7 stacks on Redemption. Level 4 is here on both sides. You get the Piercing Light for the Anduin, the Shuriken Mastery, of course, for the Genji. Blaze picking up Incinerator Gauntlets. We also have that Serrated Arrows for the Hanzo. You probably see the Never Outmatched at level 7, since you get cooldown reduction from those autos, which are going to give you, which will be faster from Redemption, assumed. Circling back to food, you know, if I were to just buy hot dogs, buns, and propane, that'd feed me for the next couple days, honestly. But honestly, slow cooker ribs are really, really tempting right now. Like, buying some ribs, seasoning them tonight, putting them in the slow cooker halfway through stream tomorrow, and then having them ready to go after the movie night. That sounds so tempting. It means the finest team, which is ironic expression used by the French comedian that we like. Thank you, Chad, for the breakdown. I appreciate it. The finest team. Well, I will call them the finest team, because that is a lot easier on my simpleton brain. Scatters out from Hanzo. 0 Day lands the jet propulsion. Genji deflect, activated, trying to back away. Uses the cyber agility. Also, if you are new to the stream today, be sure to drop a follow. It costs you $0, and we do casting, commentary. We stream 6 days a week. We got a lot of fun content here. I've been seeing a few new chatters today, so definitely drop the follow. 0 Day activates the Pyromania. Burrow charge from Anub'arak attempted onto the Stukov, but it will just go past him. Genji looking for more damage into Li Ming as that Chastise does connect. Anub'arak finds first blood into Hanzo, reducing those redemption stacks. Xenochrist on the left-hand side trying to get away, hit with the Chastise. I think the Rainer on the left did finish out the Immortal, and yes, this will be a double kill for the side of the finest team. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so dominance, by the way, for our Li Ming level 4. No Triumvirate. Did go into the Illusionist level 1 if I'm... No, Aetherwalker, sorry, level 1. Illusionist is later on. I'm assuming this will be Magic Missiles. No, it's going to be Calamity this game. Okay. Usually we see Li Ming Magic Missiles at level 7 for the Seeker value for race potential on the Immortal, but no. Dominance, Aetherwalker, and Calamity. Over in the top lane, though, we'll take a look at 0 Day. Oh, good Celestial Charge into the Blaze. Not going to find a kill. Blaze Oil Slick was ignited during all that, so he's pretty much mitigating a bit of the damage. We'll see if Blaze goes into the quality grilling kill later on. He does have that nanomachine. No, just kidding. All right, anyways. I was told by a Division 8 team they're going to popularize Grill and Kill, and I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Ooh, 0 Day is still getting bullied a bit here in top lane. This Imperious is getting fantastic damage. Uh-oh. Celestial Charge? He had Celestial Charge. He didn't go for it. Surprising. It's off cooldown. Huh. Interesting choice from the Imperious player there. Level 8s here on both sides. Anub'arak burrows into this bottom lane camp. Li Ming onto the point, blinking to the side. We do have healing debuff onto Anub'arak from the Johanna, and that's reset after reset for Li Ming. She won't be able to take down the Anduin, but they still get the kills and the camp. Nicely done from start slow then taper off, as our Anduin will hearth out for full. I love how people always tell me your build is wrong, and then I always answer with a hybrid build. Well, it's Heroes of the Storm, and you're never right in Heroes of the Storm because it's a MOBA. Take it from me. I've made a career out of casting this game, or at least attempted to, and I'm never right. Also, I think that might be some bias from people. But we have Hanzo taking down our Anub'arak. Natural agility back over towards the Immortal. Li Ming with some magic missiles coming in. Scatter arrows, disintegrate utilized here as well from Shadow Droid. Just trying to burn down this first half of the Immortal as quickly as possible, as it is on the race or the defensive sides. Sonic Arrow is going to scout out the Anduin starting this camp over here. I think there's one more pulse of that. But either way, the first half is over. We move into north-south positioning. On the north side, that will be the race for start slow, then taper off. Hanzo, by the way, did not go for the never outmatched level 7. He went into the sharpened arrowheads. Light Bomb. Genji gets a big Light Bomb Swift Strike in, but it's Blaze who's the one to go down. I thought it was going to be our Li Ming or Stukov, but it's actually Blaze just below, getting focused down by Genji still. Gets the kill. And now Li Ming wants to make something happen. Blinks away. A Nubrak burrows in. Is there an Impale? Yes, there is. Unfortunately, no follow-up damage. The Immortal was 762 HP. A stray, like an Arcane Orb, I think would be enough to take that down at max range. Meanwhile, Raynor, he's just racing this down. We also have the Fallen Shaman in bottom lane pushing up as well. Li Ming, disintegrate. She's gonna get it. But Johanna goes down for her sins. You could say the sins were exposed. Get it? Because there's a talent called sins. Anyways, we have Immortal going to top lane, pushing in. Imperius opening up the lane further. Lands a Celestial Charge. Nubrak Burrow Charge not connecting for the follow-up CC, but it doesn't seem like it matters because the Wrath of Angiris is going to pull Stukov out of position. And now, Immortal to the side of start slow, then taper off, losing its shielding. Level 13 not here yet, so no Shin Gun for our Genji. Imperius back in bottom lane. Zero Day looking for the dismount with the Twin Flames. Won't land it. Well has been tapped. Adrenaline Stim-Pack activated. See a rotation on the minimap down towards bottom lane. Can they get Zero Day? Can Imperius pretend like there's no rotation long enough? It looks like yes, absolutely case. Shuriken Mastery done. Good bunker from Blaze. A Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo creates a bit of a window to back away. There was a Blessed Shield from the Johanna. And that is Raynor clearing things out in top. We do have the Raynor's Raider at level 10 for him. No Hyperion, Siege, Cocoon, X-Strike, Wrath of Angiris, the Light Bomb. On the opposing side, Bunker, Dragon's Arrow, Flailing Swipe, Disintegrate, and our Blessed Shield. Okay, it's looking okay-ish for start slow then taper off. They've only lost one fort. It's 5-3 in kills, favoring the opposing side, but it's Battlefield of Eternity. It definitely feels like there's an opportunity to come back, especially if there's some good Li Ming resets. But we got a quarter level difference or so between these two teams. And right now, the finest team are looking for maybe a fight in top. And it seems like, yep, Genji jumps in, Swift Strike away. Nubrak burrows in. He's a little too aggressive. His allies were like, yeah, we'll totally dive in with you. Yeah, we've got a leap of faith to save you for sure. Yeah, you start out that fight, Nubrak. We got you, bud. Ten seconds to go on the third Immortal of the game as a Shield Glare pokes out onto Raynor, getting the dismount. Li Ming looking to take out the sidewalls for angles on these Arcane Orbs and such. Alright, the Immortals have spawned. They're on race potential sides. Genji rips, or Hanzo rips an arrow. Lands into Genji. Nubrak has already respawned. The top lane fort goes down. First half of the Immortal phase will go to the members of the finest team as start slow then taper off are looking for a kill. If they can find something on this even Talontier fight, that'd be huge. The body blocks on Imperius were almost enough to get that kill, but he Celestial Charges to the side. Blaze goes in with a Jet Propulsion. There's an X-Strike Living Bomb. So much thrown in on the right. But no kills yet. Stukov inside the cocoon. The Leap of Faith pulls Imperius. He actually lands the Wrath of Angiris immediately. And the Sky Suplex will decimate the Stukov health bar as Genji looks to get some Shin Gun burst onto Li Ming. And will be able to take her down. But his brother Hanzo has got an arrow to the knee for the Cyber Ninja. And Genji taken down 1 for 3 in the Immortal phase to the crew of the finest team. And they'll actually delay this out, allowing the camp to be grabbed. Some death timers, of course, will be lapsed by then, but still able to grab the camp, get their Genji back in. 12 seconds to go. This is going to go into top lane since the fort is still up and available, and bottom lane fort's already been taken down.
Brings order to this realm.
All right. Wonderful clear and top as the Immortal arrives just behind the Beetles and the minion wave. Of course, those Beetles will time out. Apparently, Nubrak can use Cocoon in 6 seconds. Might look for the Stukov here. Immortal is going to be getting great siege at the start from range, as he does have that shielding still available. Genji with some shurikens in. Oh, that's a nice Dragon's Arrow to follow up the lurking arm from Stukov, but no one will be taken down. Only a new. Oh wait, Genji. Natural agility or cyber agility into Swift Strike with the light bomb available. Hanzo goes down. Genji getting revenge for a bit ago. Chastise perfectly timed out with that Cocoon expiring, and Genji getting the second kill in this engagement. Blaze, Li Ming, and Johanna to defend, and can they defend? 20 seconds on Hanzo, 25 on Stukov. Though Li Ming's damage is looking okay. Imperius is rotated up here as well. CF a Wrath of it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Raynor is just peppering in damage. Blaze summons the bunker. There's the Wrath of Angiris onto Li Ming, as she's going to get hit in the face with a penetrating round and an auto from Anduin. Hanzo is going to respawn. 5 seconds on Stukov, as Blaze did Hearth out on the left-hand side to get the full HP a little bit faster. Will land the Jet Propulsion into Hanzo, or into Genji, sorry, as he's leapt away by the Anduin, healed up immediately as well. It seems like the core will take 4% damage. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze, but the turn from Anubrak, and another Leap of Faith utilized. The Filleting Swipes activated by Stukov. Well, 4% gleamed off the core, gained off the core, taken down. And our next Immortal phase will be spawning in the north-south positions. Who will grab this next one? And realistically, start slow then taper off. They really need to shift into a new gear and start finding a few kills and gaining this next Immortal, because they could siege through an open lane fort through bottom and maybe take down this keep in bottom lane as well. It'd be really, really huge to shift it. Do you think it's possible to end there, the siege in top lane? No, they had Blaze and Hanzo. Stukov was like 3 seconds. He came back. He had the Flailing Swipes that pushed everyone away. There was enough time for... Like, maybe you would have gotten a bit of core damage, but I don't think you would have won the game. Now, taking stock of your side of the map and everything and the relative death timers, you could have just hard committed to core and maybe got it down to, like, I don't know, 30%. I don't think you would have won there, but you also could have, like, suicided everyone's health bar on the core. The enemy team would have maybe gotten bottom lane fort, because they would have had to rotate from all the way here to bottom lane fort down here. Would have been enough time for members to start respawning, and they can defend the bottom lane keep front gate. But all in all, I mean, I think it was a safe call the way things were done. You backed off at a respectable time, and that's a Kaimo cleanse onto Imperius. But Imperius dead for 40 seconds. Li Ming and Hanzo working on the Immortal down below, so the team fight breaks out around the enemy side. Immortal favoring the finest team. Cocoon onto our Stukov. There's a light bomb, but no target will be locked down as the Johanna Iron Skin was activated. Flailing Swipes from Stukov push back the enemies, and the focus is onto the Immortal. Unfortunately for the side of the finest team, they will lose this Immortal, as Li Ming Hanzo race was a little bit faster. So, this could be a big moment. Imperius is going to respawn in 5 seconds. And defense will... So, bottom lane fort should be lost here. The Immortal does have a little bit of shielding, so it will attack from range. Probably dealing like over 1,500 damage into structures now. Yeah, 1,724 damage into structures. Easy bottom lane fort. Dragon's Arrow, but the Swift Strike away. The Blessed Shield from Xenochrist not connecting. Jet Propulsion. I heard the sound for it, but there was an impale from Anubrak that denied that collision from our Fire Bat. And from the safety of the keep front gate for the time being, the Immortal health is going to be dropped near 50%. Li Ming with a Disintegrate. blinks away immediately. This keep is going to be dropping down to 50%, or maybe a little bit more than that. Good jet propulsion, but Zero Day has to immediately back away as the keep shots were raining in. The light bomb not connecting into Xenochrist with that swift strike. And the keep taking a bit more damage from the minion wave and such, and that's the end. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of the map, we've got 4 catapults arriving at core, and these bad boys are going to fixate onto this core. Stopping the backs could be a thing, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the call whatsoever. So shielding will be affected, but Blaze is here. He'll have the clear. No big deal. Deer. Impaler camp will be followed up from this Fallen Shaman. Our Rainer is working on the minion wave. Did go into Duskwing, by the way, and the armor reduction is huge. Minus 30 armor, and the rate at which Duskwing fires, the minus 30 armor happens so quickly. It's 2 attacks per second, and Duskwing reduces armor by 3 for 1 second, stacking up to 30 times. And you can reduce the armor of the Immortal. Duskwing, no! Okay. Thought it was about to be taken out. Nubarak finds a big hit with that burrow in. The light bomb onto Blaze. Iron Skin from Johanna denies any CC onto her. 20 seconds to go on the Immortal spawning. No level 20 on the right-hand side. The finest team pushes in this Impaler camp and Fallen Shaman, and I think that's the end of the siege in bottom lane. Alright, setting up for the Immortal. Race potential on the right-hand side. As Imperious Genji clear out the camp and top. 1 wave, not even a wave, I think like a minion is needed here. I'm gonna go for the Impaler camp and top really quickly. Alright, 20's on the right, Fortified Bunker, Tower Rush Elements. We've got the Blinded by the Light, Controlled Chaos for Stukov, and Sonic Arrow Bullseye for the Hanzo. Oh, wait, hold on. Jet propulsion from Blaze. Sonic Arrow goes out. No Bullseye stun. Celestial Charge into the Leaping with the Light Bomb follow-up. A Blessed Shield from Johanna to try and create some space, as well as the Blinded by the Light value, but Hanzo goes down, Li Ming goes down, Blaze, he summons a bunker, and he has enough terrain to block the enemies from stepping in, but Stukov will fall, and as I was mentioning, you can use that Banshee to, I believe, reduce the armor of the Immortal for the race? I might be wrong on that, actually. I know you can Colossal Smash the Immortals, and that'll reduce the armor, but it doesn't show right there. Same thing with Tyrande on her Huntress mark. Maybe the Banshee didn't have autos onto the Immortal there and I didn't notice, but still, it looks like the core call is coming through. They hit the Immortal a couple times and we're like, wait a minute, death timers are kind of long and it's only a Blaze and a Johanna to defend right now. Storm Shield activated once again. Zero Day can't get to the Hall of Storms. He does go down. Impaler camp, catapults, it's all here. The Johanna will throw a couple shield glares out, but this is looking like our blue squad will take this series 2-0. GG, well played to the finest team.